2 minutes. Okay. Hi guys, how are you? What I want you guys to know is that you might think I'm the Jade Hooper, some big deal, whatever. But that's not the case. That's not where I came from. My whole life, I've known nothing but struggle. I had a single mom who worked 3 jobs. Struggle was like my middle name. 5 years ago, my husband and I were together. We were clipping coupons. We were hanging up sheets in our living room to keep the heat in. We were doing everything that we could do to survive because that's what we knew, right? That's what I knew my whole life. We had my son and I thought, I guess this is just what life is going to continue on doing. But I decided that I was worth more than this. I was not going to be the struggle of my past, of my parents, of my future. I found it works and I didn't know what it was, that something pulled me to this business. He looked at me like I was the biggest idiot in the whole entire world. But I did it anyways because I'm not going to let anybody stop me from staying home with my son. 2 years ago, I was a Ruby sitting at, where are the Rubies at? 2 years ago, I was a Ruby sitting at my house watching on YouTube conference, hating my life, watching Melody and all of these amazing leaders talk about their lives. And I looked at him and I said, someday I'm going to do that. And he's like, okay, yeah. Okay? Last year, we made it to our first conference. I met Mark in the VIP section and I said, hi Mark, I'm Jade, I'm a presidential diamond. He's like, you're a presidential diamond? I don't know who you are. And I said, you're going to know who I am. And he does. He knows who I am. There is not a single one of you out there that cannot be on this stage. I suffer from anxiety. I didn't leave my house. There was no excuse that was going to keep me from being with my son. And then it turned into me being with my husband. Last night, 2 nights ago, we were on Instagram, and him and I were getting ready to board the plane. And we were on Instagram, he was helping me work it, and my husband saw this video of this little girl, and she was crying on the floor saying, I miss my daddy, I want him to be home, like just singing her little song. And I looked over at him, and he busted out in tears. And I said to him, why are you crying?
Every guy deserves to be home, so every guy out there, support your significant other, and you guys will go far.
Let's give it up for Jade Will Jade. Mark knows who you are now. Give a high five.
I know who you are.
Knows who you are now.
Good job, guys.
Stacey, I'm gonna have you walk right out there and high five Mark and share with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Stacey Dennis!
So what number were you last year?
I think it was like 60-something.
60-something, and now she's in your top 10. Amazing, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I did not expect this at all. I've been a mess backstage. When I started this business 2.5 years ago, I thought my life was great. I was a former teacher turned stay-at-home mom. I almost didn't even do this business when it crossed my path because I thought I had the perfect life. Little did I know that that was not the case. I prayed about it for a couple of days and I instantly knew that God wanted me here, and so I jumped in, and I'm so glad I did because I feel like I found myself again. I put so much focus on my husband and my boys, and I just totally had lost myself along the way. But over the last 2 years, I feel like I'm back. I believe in myself again. I'm jumping way outside of my comfort zone, like right now. And I have met the most amazing friends, and I get to be home with my boys every single day, which is the best thing ever. There's definitely been struggles. I mean, I've had people quit on my team, but I knew that giving up was never an option. So I feel like this business can absolutely change your life. I'm so thankful for my team. I have the most incredible team. And like Jade said, I just want everybody out there to know that we all started as one person in our E-Suite. We all started this business to make $500 to get to Ruby, and so much more came out of it, and so much more can come out of it for you too if you work hard. So thank you so much.
Stacey Dennis, top 10.
Congratulations.
Mark, next, Melissa. You jump out there, Melissa, share number, look at this. Melissa, number 6, income for 2015.
All right, so tell me what number you were last year.
In the 60s.
In the 60s. You know, I'm so excited to see this.
there's not anyone sitting out there that doesn't make that a goal. There's not room for you at the top. Congratulations to you.
So, our life wasn't awful before It Works. We joined not for the money, but because we weren't controlling our own time. Do any of you out there have a job that controls your time? Yeah. We had that. Kenny worked 70 to 80 hours a week so we could live a comfortable life, but we never got to see him. And we didn't feel like that was the life that we were meant to live. So when we were introduced to It Works, we knew that this was our more. We deserved more out of life. Not ever seeing your kids isn't how life is supposed to be lived. Yeah, no, I got it. So, I'm just gonna go where we're at now and finish this up. We are at home with our kids every day. We homeschool them so we can spend all of our time with them. They grow up so fast that we just don't want to miss anything. So I want you to have that too. And if God led you to this business, He wants you on this stage. He wants you to have more too. So just go after it.
All right, Melissa.
Good job, man.
Mark, we got one more newbie in the top 10. Kim Touchton, jump out there. Give it up for Kim Touchton.
All right, Kim. You know, we had 3 speaking, and we're not supposed to have favorites, and we don't. Pam and I talked about this. We love them all, but all right, Kim's one of my favorites. So I said, you know, we're adding a 4th. So, Kim, what number were you last year?
39.
39. Love your story. Love the way you inspire. And congratulations on top 10.
Yeah, sorry. They didn't tell me I was doing this. So, 3 years ago, guys, it looked a lot different, and you can probably relate. I did not have time for this business. On paper, I should have failed. My husband was gone for military helicopter pilot school. He had just left, and that was an 18-month school. I got started right when he left. I thought I had my dream job. I was a hotel manager, and I busted my tail to get there. And when I got to that position, I realized it wasn't my dream. And It Works came into my life at the same time. And by the time my husband got back from flight school, I had gone presidential. I had paid off both of our cars, and I was working on my student loans, and I was working on our mortgage. So I totally changed our life by the time he got back. So what I want you to understand is, I know right now it looks like the cards are stacked against you. I know it feels like there's so many reasons that this is not gonna work out. There's so many reasons that you should fail at this. There's so many reasons that you're not gonna fail, because you're amazing and you have the vision, you have your why, you know why you're doing this. You are going to make it, I promise. Never give up, keep going. And that's what I want to say to you, because like they've said, you can be on this stage no matter what is going on, you can overcome it. Never give up. Never give up. Don't quit. Do not quit. Don't settle. Dream bigger for your family, because you are worth more. All right? Okay.
Let's give it up for Kim. Let's bring it in for a quick group picture.
Oh, we have a group picture. Come on up here.
All right.
All right, every year we do a group picture, but you guys may be one of the most amazing top 10